Hey there, it's Sam with Tennis Express. Really exciting time when Wilson dropped something Roger Federer related. This is not a pro staff. This is the RF01 line from Wilson. 3 models, RF01 at 10.6 ounces, RF01 Pro 11.3 ounces, and RF01 Future at 9.9 ounces. I'm really excited to welcome Spencer. He's one of our new playtesters. He's going to be helping us with video content going forward. Spencer, I know you're a pro staff veteran. What are your initial thoughts on this RF line from Wilson?
Well, I'm super excited about this. My first thought was, is this a pro staff? And no, it's not. It still borrows some of that stiffness and some of that technology, but it's way more forgiving, kind of softer, a little bit lighter, but it's still got that smooth swing that I love so much.
Spencer, you hit some huge, heavy topspin forehands from the back of the court. Can you talk about the way that felt with these rackets?
It felt really good. It felt really smooth, contact was great. I didn't have to worry about hitting the center of the racket. It's at 98 square inches, which is a little bit bigger than the last. But yeah, both forehand and backhand felt good. Tons of topspin, for sure.
So, really interesting frames for me. Like you mentioned, the 98 square inch head is just 1 square inch difference, but it really seems to open up that string bed. I feel like the strings are a lot more reactive in this version. So as far as my experience went, I really think I leaned more to the pro model. I'm from an era where the rackets were heavier, so I'm a little bit more used to that very headlight, a little bit heavier overall, just a little bit more comfort level for me. That being said, as far as favorite shot, two-handed backhand is my most consistent shot, and with the heavier pro and the standard version, I got dialed in very quickly. Best thing I can say is I didn't have any doubts about hitting backhands with these rackets. So very consistent options for me. Spencer, how did you serve with the RF01s?
Serve felt great. It's not as stiff, so I felt like it could wrap around that ball really well.
Awesome, okay. Blindfolded, what's your favorite shot with this racket?
Probably the volley. It still has a lot of, good head weight and stiffness to be really stable at the net.
Right, that extra weight sometimes, somebody rips a passing shot at you. It's nice to have the confidence to just be able to block the ball. I noticed a few of those in the playtest. Thank you so much, Spencer. We look forward to hearing what you have to say in future racket reviews.
Awesome.
Hey guys, Sam here again. I'm super excited to welcome Annie. She's going to be joining us on some of our video content and racket reviews going forward. Welcome, Annie. Thanks for being here. We've got some questions for you about the new Wilson RF01 lineup. You just got off the court with these rackets. Can you give me an idea of what your thoughts were?
Yeah, so I actually started off hitting with the lightest one, the Future. It's 9.9 ounces, and honestly, I really liked it from the start. I kind of thought it might be a little too light, but I really liked it. It had a nice sweet spot. Then I went to the 10.6, which is just the 01. And I liked it even more, and I kind of thought I would because that's about the weight of the racket I play with currently, so I thought that was perfect, kind of for any level of play, really good. But then I hit with the Pro, and I was a little intimidated at first because it is kind of heavy, but I think it was my favorite. It's really smooth when when the timing's right, and so I actually really loved the Pro.
Annie, did you have a favorite shot during the playtest? I know sometimes you get kind of an emotional reaction if you playtest a racket, like it just, wow, I really liked my forehand with this racket. What did you see in this playtest as your favorite shot?
Yeah, I really kind of liked using this Pro for an early forehand on the rise, inside out specifically, and I thought I hit it really smooth with that racket. Maybe that was because I used this one towards the end of the hitting session, so maybe I was just a little warm, but this was definitely my favorite for that inside out forehand.
Great stuff, Annie. Thanks so much for your help on this playtest, and I can't wait until you join us again for another one.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.
Hey there, I'm here with Alex, one of our playtesters. We are talking all things Roger Federer, the new Wilson RF01 line. We got 3 models to choose from, lighter, 1 in the middle, and a heavier pro model. Alex, kind of give me your thoughts on the initial response to the RF line.
Yeah, so, obviously I went into this playtest thinking about the pro staff since that's what Roger has been using forever. But I was very happily surprised. The 10.6 as well as the 9.9 ounce rackets were really good on the move. So I think that attacking with these 2 rackets, the lighter and the midweight, were super easy, super fun, just because you can move so quick with them. It's easy to, you know, get the racket through the air, put it where you want it really fast. With the heavier version, I did find myself staying back on the baseline more, just because hitting ground strokes with this racket is so easy and so fluid. The racket does a lot of the work for you once you make contact. So,
Alex, awesome stuff. Any last thoughts on the 3 new RF01 models?
You know, it's hard for us to tell you all about the racket with just words. If you're interested in the racket, I highly recommend demoing. Before you think about the specs and all that, try the racket first. It's a blast.
Absolutely. These rackets are maybe most important thing we can say, a really fun play test. They're fun to use and they're going to give you confidence to get out on the court and check them out.